Hello, my viewers out there. Welcome once again to Lorenzo Technology. Today, we'll be looking at the three different kinds of data that can be entered into a spreadsheet. There are, number one, labels or strings. Number two, numbers or values. Number three, calculated entries. Now, let me start by explaining number one, labels or strings. Now, a label is a description or sequence, set of characters, alphabets, or alphanumeric that cannot be used for calculations. We have the long labels and also we have the short labels. Now, if you look at my screen here, what I have here is Mary. And if you look at this Mary is a label. Now, the long labels, when a label is longer than the column's width, it is called the long label. Now, if you look at this, my column, this is column B, and this is the width, that is the beginning of the column B, and this is the ending of the column B. So, if you look at this one now, Mary is a girl. Now, is longer than the width of this column. So, we can term that one as a long labels. And then if you look at this Mary, you will notice that this Mary is no longer than the column width. So this one can be termed as a short label. So a short labels are labels that fit into the column or the cell, while the long label is when a label is longer than the column width. Now we move to the second one, numbers or values. Now, as we all know that numbers are the digits ranging from 0 to 9, which can be used for calculations. When a number is not aligned to the right margin of the cell or contains a column, it cannot be used. Like by default, when you type a number, it will be aligning to the right of the column. But when a number contains maybe a column or full stop, you notice that it will not align to the right. Such number cannot be used for calculation. If you look at the label, you know that by default any label that you type will be aligned to the left, while any number will be aligned to the right. So any number that is aligned to the right can be used for calculations, and the one that is not aligned, that contains special numbers like full stop, asterisk, cannot be used for calculation. So that is for the numbers. And this number, we also have the short number and also the long numbers. And another name for numbers can be called values. So the short number is the one that fits into the column or the cell, while the long one is a number which, when displayed in a particular format, is wider than the cell's column. Now, if you look at this number now is longer than a column width. So this is called the long number, while this one is called the short number. So the short number are those numbers that fit into the column or the cell, while the long number are those ones which, when displayed, is not fitted into the column width. Okay. Now the next one is we have the calculated entries. That is the third one. The calculated entries are figures that are derived or calculated using the existing entries. Maybe it might be numbers or other calculated entries. Now these calculated entries are obtained using a formula. For example, 5 here, and we want to obtain the total of this. So this will be this plus this, which will be equal to we can say, if you look at this cell address, in our next lecture I will go deeply into the cell address. Now if you enter here, this is 5, this is 5, and we want to have the total of this. This will be E8 E8 plus what? That is column E and row 8. So we say equal to E8, then plus, that's column E, row 9, which will be what? E9, and then you enter. So this give you what? If you add this plus 5, 5 plus 5 will give you 10. So this 10 now, this formula that we use now is called the calculated entries. Thank you for watching. Remain blessed.